Good morning, welcome to Breakfast with Naga, Munchetty and Stayt.
Our headlines today: international condemnation of Russia after the bombing of a maternity and children's hospital in the besieged city of Mariupol. Ukraine's President Zelensky describes it as a war crime.
We have not done and would never do anything like this war crime in any of the cities of the Donetsk or Lugansk regions, or of any region, because we are people.
High-level talks are to take place today between the foreign ministers of Ukraine and Russia, their first since the invasion began.
A direct plea from Ukraine's ambassador to the UK as he begs the government to relax visa rules for people fleeing the war, most of them women and children.
I totally hope they're not posing any threat, especially terrorist threat to UK. So that's why I hope and I beg that the procedures will be dropped and every bureaucratic red tape should be cancelled.
Good morning. Millions of workers face being hundreds of pounds worse off unless the Chancellor borrows billions more to help with the cost of living crisis. Otherwise, there are fears households face the biggest financial hit in half a century.
Morning. Manchester City walked through to the quarter-finals of the Champions League, but the real story of the night was in Madrid. A 16-minute hat-trick for Karim Benzema helps Real Madrid come from behind to knock Paris Saint-Germain out.
Good morning. The rest of this week is looking unsettled. There'll be rain at times, it will be windy at times, but it's going to remain mild. And if anything, by the middle of next week, it's going to be even milder for some. I'll have all the details throughout this morning's programme.
Good morning, it's Thursday the 10th of March. Our main story this morning: Ukraine's president has accused Russia of a war crime after a maternity and children's hospital was bombed in the port city of Mariupol.
Local officials say at least 17 people have been wounded. The explosion happened when a ceasefire was supposed to be in force in the area to allow civilians to leave.
The foreign ministers of Ukraine and Russia are expected to meet later for their first face-to-face talks since the Russian invasion began. James Reynolds has this report.